Yo guys, Insane Gamer 52 here, and ItzPerka has done what we thought was impossible. He has completed the solo no perks Richtofen boss fight on the Reckoning, which is absolutely nuts. This has taken him so long to do, so let's see how he did it. Post-production IG here, and I totally forgot to shout out ItzPerka until way later in the video, so please go support him if you want to see more content like this. His channel is linked in the description. I was talking to him. Okay, so this is at the end of the elevator, so it's just the boss fight. This isn't even just the entire Easter egg or anything. That's crazy. So I was talking to him previously, and he said that this took him weeks. It took him like two, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know, but it was multiple weeks. All right, so you start by shooting off Richtofen. I mean, yeah, you're aiming at his shoulders. He doesn't have damage numbers on, which is very. I mean, that's fair. Perka was definitely one of the people who was, like, complaining about the, he was complaining about all the different, like, HUD elements and whatnot of Black Ops 6, so he's, possibly one of the reasons that we got the custom HUD options. There were multiple people in the community asking for it, though, so him running a custom HUD is definitely no surprise at all. Oh, okay, so he has Aether blade, so that's... Okay, that makes sense. That's gonna be really good. If one hits the, okay, so one hits the Commando class. Probably not the cores, if I had to guess. Because the Commando class are treated as regular zombies, but the cores, the Uber class cores, that, you know, come out of, like, the Uber class of mechs. And they can spawn during those, like, when 8 Klauses, like, come from around the arena. You can get cores as well. Actually... that might be what those two are. No, they would show up as a special zombie on the radar. Oh, that was one thing. I did tell him, yeah, Commando Klaus. I did tell, so okay, so there was one on the mini-map. You can see like the just regular skull. There's one. So, yeah, that definitely would not get one shot by the Aether blade. So you definitely want to, like, take those guys out, like, immediately, because they will smoke. Oh, they're so strong. Like, those electric attacks, especially without perks, you have to remember, this is a no perk run. He has no jug, no speed cola, no double tap, no PhD, no nothing. So, he is bare bones, which is crazy. So, he's got to play it safe, and that's why you see him just continuously running around the edge. It's just, you know, whittle down the boss health, like, you know, as much as you can, but while still playing it safe. Because, like, again, this is after 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, probably 2 and a half, I don't know, we'll say 2. This is after 2 weeks of, like, attempting this and failing, attempting and failing, and just, like, you know, refining your strategy and whatnot. So he definitely learned that, I guess, I'm assuming, the you know, it's better to play it safe all the time and never even be like, oh, I can take a hit here or something, and, you know, oh, like, I can't be shooting for too long and get greedy, because, you know, you get hit once or twice and you're out. So he is on round 25, which is interesting, because that means that he could have had Wonder Fizz, funny enough. But interesting, I wonder why he went up that high. Because you can totally be ready for this boss fight. Oh, he needed a triple pack and get legendary. That would totally be it. And he got money. He has 47 grand to buy ammo with. So plenty of... because you're not going to be... without double tap, you're doing a lot less damage to the bosses and whatnot. So that's... that makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Yeah, the Aether blade. I feel like the Aether blade in Black Ops 6 Zombies, it is the exact same as the Aether blade in Modern Warfare Zombies, where, you know, it can kill 3 zombies, you can bounce off the ground, and, like, it'll still get, like, you know, your ricochet kills and whatnot. And then it comes back to you, and it takes 3 seconds to recharge. It is the exact same Aether blade as in Modern Warfare Zombies, but I feel like it's not quite as useful as Modern Warfare Zombies, because in Modern Warfare Zombies, the hordes tended to be a little smaller, right? So they weren't like big hordes like you're going to get in round base. So, you know, you're killing 3 zombies out of 10. Feels a lot better, a lot more, like, useful than killing 3 zombies out of 20 or 25, you know? So it's definitely not as useful in Black Ops 6. It doesn't feel as useful in Black Ops 6, but for a boss fight like this, where it's just like a slow trickle continuously, you can just use it to continuously kill, like, if there's 3 zombies standing in front of you, or even 1 or 2 is in front of you. Like, you see him using it on single Commando classes. Like, I mean, he could have right there, but he didn't. And so, like, it's definitely Very useful. So that's definitely part of like potentially why it took him so long to do this boss fight. He just needed that little extra like oomph. Like just not that it was necessary, but just it's extra help, right? And he couldn't do this until the Mr. Peaks upgrade came out. So that's pretty cool. So he is down one of the shoulders, which is really cool. He's dang. Still only like at like a quarter of the health. Really whittling it down slowly. Really slowly. It's crazy. This is a 36-minute boss fight. That is so long. But I mean, it's that same thing, right? It's that slow and steady, right? Because I actually haven't run Richtofen solo. I pretty much always run with the squad. I'm always like helping viewers out. I did go in here once. I didn't actually finish the boss fight. I actually came in here to see if you could farm for the Reckoning leaderboard event. If you could just farm the Klaus cores during this. Because I was like, oh, he spawns a bunch of Uber Klaus cores, then there's special zombies, so there were 25 points towards like the Reckoning like leaderboard event, and there's gonna be constant zombie spawning anyways. But the zombie spawns are a lot less when you're solo. And also it doesn't spawn that many cores. It's like maybe up to 2 cores per like every like 2 minutes or something. So it's not really like anything special. So I was doing it just to see if that could be a viable strategy, and then I found out that it wasn't, and you know, I never finished the boss fight. But I know people like this is a very difficult boss fight solo. I wouldn't say it's the most difficult in Zombies history, because that is very almost always going to be Mephistopheles. That was a very far throw. Wow, that Aether Blade had some range on it. But Mephistopheles boss fight from Infinite Warfare is going to be like almost forever the hardest boss fight ever, because it's just, he has 5 phases, he takes so much health, he deals so much damage, there's always constant action, and that game you don't have a ton of health even with their equivalent of Juggernog, and so it's just brutal. Like I did that Infinite Warfare boss fight with 2 world record holders on Infinite Warfare, and all 4 of us at some point in the fight were down. So like it even for like the best of best players in that game, like it is still a wildly difficult boss fight. So I wouldn't say Richtofen is quite as tough as that, but he's still definitely the toughest, at least since Cold War. If he's tougher than, you know, whatever you consider the toughest boss fight in Black Ops 4, you know, up for debate. But it's definitely a very difficult boss fight, which is awesome. Like I love that the bosses in this game where they just kept bumping up, right? Like we started with Patient 13, which was already kind of a challenge. Like, he was already a little bit difficult. And then, you know, we went to the Guardian on Citadel, was a lot more difficult. But he had slower attacks, so you could kind of, like, PHE slide, like, sideways and whatnot. So doing that with no perks would probably be kind of tough. Also, I thought about it. ItzPerka. He's literally all about perks and like perkaholic and whatnot, and doing no perks runs that's just like anti-perka. It's funny, but it's a very difficult challenge. And then after Citadel we had the Tomb. So day 1 of the Sentinel artifact boss fight was nuts because we didn't have the proper strategies yet, right? So like we didn't know like, oh, just sit down below, sit behind the stairs, just keep spamming your ice staff, and like your entire team can be safe, right? Or you could do the very boring thing and just all be like in the middle. I mean, people lay down. You don't actually have to lay down. You just need to be like surrounded by the ice staff, and then you know with like an insta kill and whatnot, you can be a little better with the with dealing with like the HVTs and start spawning and stuff. But day 1, that was a very difficult boss fight. And then we got the Z-Rex, was an incredible boss fight, very difficult. Also, he's now halfway down the health of Uber Richtofen, a quarter of the way down the boss fight. Wow. And we're already almost 9 minutes in. Oh, man. So this might actually be like half Uber Richtofen and half Jetpack Richtofen. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, the Z-Rex, very difficult because he's so aggressive, and you can't, like, cheese him in any way. Well, all right, you lightly could, but, like, you can't cheese his mechanics. You could cheese him with, like, overpowered weapons and whatnot, but that would have worked on any boss. Like, the Underworld drill charge with free fire kind of thing was nuts. And, like, it's just, that was a very difficult, very good boss fight. Great boss fight arena. And then they stepped it up even more with the Sam and the Richtofen. Having 2 bosses on Reckoning was so good. It was so good. And then Richtofen is a very difficult boss. Like, I like that Sam is a great boss to beat the first time you beat this. And then Loki, like, if they added Richtofen as a second completion, or like you didn't even unlock the ability to fight Richtofen until the second time you completed it, that would have been really cool. So you were forced to do Sam first, and then you get the upgraded, the tougher boss fight. And then there's the round 100 variants of the Z-Rex and Richtofen and Sam, which is awesome. Like, the bosses in Black Ops 6 have been so good. That is something that this game absolutely nailed, and I love it. All right, I'm gonna be honest. This is a whole lot of just kind of running around, and I can only yap for so long. But we are going to. I'm gonna speed the video up. We're gonna speed it up just a little bit. So let's go 1.5 times. Ooh, that might be a little fast. Oh, that music's really fast. 1.25. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Just because it is going to be a lot of just kind of running and playing it safe. So we're going to speed it up just a little bit so it's not, you know, the full 36 minutes. But I mean, we're already a quarter of the way through. But yeah, dude, this is crazy. So I was talking to Perka, and like I saw him like posting like the evolution. Oh, he got trapped by 3. Okay, he could get out, and that's okay. So he's got stuns or stims. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Without having jugs, stims makes a lot more sense than smokes. Especially because I believe he has. I saw a clip on Twitter when he completed this. So he has the underbarrel drill, the underbarrel smoke grenade on his gun. And so that, okay, so he's definitely got it down for how to dodge those, whenever there's the 3 bursts of those, like, electric pulses, he's got it down how to dodge them, because they're predictive, right? So if you're running forward, it's not going to shoot where you currently are, it's going to shoot where you're going, right? And so you have to change direction. So if you notice what he did in that last one was he knew that he was about to do the shot, because there's, like, an audio cue for it. So he, like, started moving very slowly one direction, then slowly another direction, then slowly a third direction. And so that's where those 3 would go, is a little further out in those 3 directions. And then he could just run a different direction and, you know, dodge those 3 attacks. So just all the little bits and pieces of these mechanics that he had to... Oh, there's a regular Uber Clouds, too. In addition to the boss. Yeah, because he's under half health now, so he's going to be spawning those. Yep. Yeah, there's the big boy, then the smaller big boy to his right. But just all the little, like, fine-tuning that he had to do to this strategy is absolutely crazy. That's crazy. Oh, man. Like, kudos to Perka. If you haven't already, go support him. He's in the description. That is absolutely crazy. That's crazy. But he's, I mean, it says slow and steady, right? But I know he said that he tried, like, a bunch of different guns, right? Because everyone would be recommending, like, the current metas, right? So, like, the GPR is very good. The DM10, the Maelstrom, the AMR, right? Are all very good weapons for, like, normal Easter egg completions. My personal favorite is the Maelstrom. Especially if you're co-op. If you're co-op with 4 sets of Aether Shrouds, this is a lot easier. Solo, with only 1 or 2 Aether Shrouds, you see he has 2, so he's running extra charge, not, like, extension. And I think it's probably just like a get-out-of-jail-free card. But with, you know, a lot more sets of Aether Shrouds, you can be a lot more aggressive and just use the Maelstrom like, constantly, especially with slugs. Slugs do crazy damage to bosses, which is nuts. But when you're solo, you can't quite do that. So, you know, he had to test a bunch of things. You also don't have double taps, so you're not doing double body damage. You don't have speed cola, so you don't have those fast reloads, right? And that's just on the damage front. On the, like, survivability front, you don't have quick revive for health regen, jug for the extra health, PhD to, like, and stamina to help, like, get around the arena faster. But it looks like he doesn't really need, like, speed isn't an issue. So stamina up and PhD are definitely not quite gonna be, like, coming into this as much. It's more so just the survivability and the damage. So that's... He's getting real low now. He's under a quarter of his health, so he's definitely whittling him down. Nice and slowly. Dude, this is... I don't know if I would have this patience, man. I mean, eventually I would. After 2 weeks of trying, I probably would. But I would totally be trying to shoot him a little bit more frequently. Just because, I don't know. I got caught like that. Like in Elden Ring, you're always like, oh, one more hit. Smack, 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 dead. And, like, I feel like it's a very similar thing here. Like, this is not quite an Elden Ring level fight. Well, honestly, with no perks, it probably is. You don't have, like, I mean, obviously different mechanics and whatnot, but just to say it's a very difficult fight, right? And so, like, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. I wonder what he was checking there. His kills or something? So he still has another 40,000. So he's been buying ammo, like, ever so slightly. So you can get crits. Once you break both of his shoulders and he no longer has his shield, you can indeed get crits on Uber Richtofen, which is nice. Dude, he's almost done. He's almost done. Finish him. Oh, man. Yeah, this 1.25 times speed is definitely, like, the music is speedy, but it's really just fast-paced boss music, you know? It's still, like, manageable, right? But yeah, so when I was talking to him, I asked him, like, if you could run, like, one perk, what perk would it be? And his answer was Speed Cola. So, you know, being able to potentially play it up fast, but also just to be able to reload faster. And I did actually see, like, he posted, like, the final clip of, like, the last little bit of damage on, like, Jetpack Richtofen when he did complete this, and I saw it on Twitter. So, I am aware he's going to be using the Underworld Smoke. So yeah, there you go. There's the 3 that you can just dodge and then run a different direction. And so, like, reloading, like, that Underbarrel Smoke Launcher would be huge. Oh, he has so little health. Finish him. Get him. You notice that he only shoots at, like, he never shoots there. He never shoots here. He always shoots at, like, very specific, like, points in his, like, rotation around, right? So he'll always shoot right here. So he just gets into, like, that rhythm. Oh, my God. He's one tap. He's one shot. And I'm not talking Warzone one shot where, like, your teammate put one shot and they're just trying to save their ego. That boy's legitimately one bullet. Probably not. I mean, it's a boss health bar, so it's probably like 5 bullets, but, like, he's basically dead. But he's playing it safe. He's not getting greedy and shooting it over there. He did buy ammo. I don't think he was that low on ammo, was he? Finish him, finish him, finish him. There we go. Nice. All right, so now I've got Jetpack Richtofen. So there's the smokes. There's the Underbarrel smokes on the XM4. Yep, that makes sense. This is the Krig is the weapon that he finally ended up using. And he actually told me that he, this is his first game ever using the Krig. Like, he had tried all those other guns, so now you just gotta, yeah, worry about, oh, we got a free max ammo. I actually kind of forgot that that's a thing. Like, when you get Uber Richtofen dead, you get 1 free max ammo. So I've tried the smokes, and they did not work well for me. So the amount of practice that goes into, like, actually making those smokes, like, viable in a run like this, like, you have to always be in smoke. And his smokes are going off a lot, like, quicker than mine. Like, mine, you know what it is? He's shooting at the wall, so it just, like, dribbles along the ground. And whenever it stops moving is when it goes off, right? So when I was doing it, I was shooting it directly at the ground. It would bounce, like, 10 feet in the air and then bounce a couple times and take a lot longer to settle down. So that's probably, again, another thing that he just kind of realized. And then, yeah, he's probably got a similar thing where, ooh, you can see the jetpack through the smoke. That's really good. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. And then he hides behind the shed. Oh, this is probably the best place because the ammo cache in the middle obviously has no cover. The ammo cache, ooh, shoot him, shoot him. No, okay. And that's very little warning to shoot him when he's taking off like that. He paused? Maybe he's checking his phone or something. Interesting, and then he's back, and, ooh, you don't... Okay, so he shoots the smoke on the way over. So the ammo crate in the middle obviously doesn't have a lot of cover. And then, oh wait, how far in are we? 20 minutes? Wait, where? Let me see on the timeline. When did he beat? I'm just looking at the health bar right here. So at 18 minutes, so like exactly halfway through is when he got Uber Richtofen down. So it really is half Uber and half Jetpack. That's crazy. But yeah, so like the smokes, like, it is just so difficult to get working. It's a lot easier solo and a lot more mandatory solo because, again, you don't have all those Aether shrouds of like your entire team having like one person with extension, the other 3 having like extra charges, you know, no gobble gum, so he's not using like power keg or anything to help with that. He probably has a C4 out, if I had to guess. Yeah, just finding like the right spot because the ammo cache, ooh, he's getting hit. He's gonna stim. He got hit by that wasn't, I don't think that was his, that didn't sound like it was his, so he's shooting mostly when he's close. That attack. It's like barrage where he just shoots a bunch of like shock charges and like, blast traps around. Yeah, so the ammo cache to his left doesn't have much cover. You got some pipes that you can hide behind. There's an ammo cache on the direct other side of the boss fight. I guess he just chose this one over that one. Yeah, right there to his left, right there. So you go out when he does that barrage attack, and then you smoke and come back. Okay, I see the strategy. And then it looks like he always comes back to the same location. And then you get a couple shots off, and then he goes behind a pillar, you reload, you shoot your smoke. Okay. So he really just got in like the rhythm of doing this, you know? And so that's all it takes, dude, is getting in a good rhythm. A nice repeatable pattern is really like all it would take. Yeah, I know when he said when he was trying this for a while, like maybe a week or something. And he's like, dude, does anyone have any advice? And like, I gave him some advice, and then he was like, oh, but it's a no perk. And I'm like, oh, duh, yeah, that's not gonna work. And I think Donuts, and maybe Zone as well. Donuts and Zone X. They had recommended to, oh, shoot. Oh, no, duh, he's immune. He's immune. So that's phase 1. Heck yeah, nice. They had recommended smokes. And, well, Donuts also put out the fetid upgrade. Oh, there's a 4th ammo cache there. Very little cover again from certain angles. Fetid upgrade on vulture, but obviously you can't do that. But smokes will help you with, you know, not being targeted by Richtofen, which is very, very useful. It also cancels Sam's laser. If she's lasering you and you throw a smoke, you can step into the smoke and she'll stop lasering and just reveal her crits immediately, which is a strategy that like the speedrunners had used, and probably are still using. But because he has the smokes on his underbarrel, he doesn't need that, so he can run his stim shots, which is really cool. Yeah, just all them little things just add up, man. Dude, I have been yapping for like 20 minutes. Hydrate, stay hydrated. Take a big ol' swig of water right now. Your body will thank you. All right. He is insane. This is crazy. This is nuts. So you'll see he does that. Yep, goes back. Okay. I know that's definitely a thing that I had trouble with as well, which, you know, on your first time, second time, probably third time, you probably will have trouble, is just getting into the rhythm. Oh, that smoke went off the map. Getting into the rhythm of, like, smoke grenade with your XM4, right? He's not running the smokes on his Krig. He's running the smokes on his secondary weapon, the XM4, that's not pack-a-punch at all, because that's all he's using that gun for. And so those smokes, to refill the ammo, the 3 ammo, ooh, okay, there's his first Aether Shroud. Because Richtofen was getting too close, probably. So he just wanted to get him out of there, is my guess. Okay. Yeah, he has never used Aether Shroud on the offensive. It's like a get out of jail free card. So like on the defensive, which is really cool. But it's the XM4 with the smokes is his secondary weapon, so that he can buy the ammo for 250, not 5,000 like he's buying it for like his main weapon, which is really useful. Those zombies were in the smoke. That's interesting. So how smokes work in this game is the zombies don't see you if they're not in the smoke with you. If they are in the smoke with you, they'll be able to see you. So those zombies that ran, maybe they were on like the very edge or something, but they shouldn't have run past. They actually should have been able to see him there. And I think it's the same with Richtofen if he's not in it. I wonder if a zombie is in the smoke, can Richtofen see you? Is it like all enemies can see you, or is it just like that zombie can see you, or like the whole horde or something? I wonder how that works. Ooh, okay. Definitely. I bet anytime you would hear that, just like the Wonder Waff going off, like that is his dangerous attack. That'll 2-tap you with Jug. So like, without Jug, it might actually still 2-tap you. With 3-plate armor, it would probably still 2-tap you. I don't think it would 1-tap you, but he can shoot it like 1, 2, and like you're dead. That's it. You have a self-revive. And hey, self-revive is actually dope because he's gonna lose any perks, right? So that is legitimately an extra. So he missed 2 smokes in a row, and that's when he did his Aether Shroud. Okay, so he's gonna need to get that shroud charged. Oh wait, he's like almost in trouble. Oh, he did. He got it charged and had to use it immediately. So he had a C4 on the insta kill, the full power, and a nuke, which is really cool. I love that you can do that. I've actually started doing that when carrying viewers through the Richtofen boss fight, and sometimes the Sam as well. I will put a C4 on all 3 of those, because you can hold 3 C4s and you have 3 on the map, and, you know, detonate them when you're in the boss fight. And like, even though he has the Aether Blade equipped, you can still just, what is the system he's on? He's on PlayStation. So you can still just double tap square and, you know, detonate them, even though he doesn't have C4 equipped anymore. So he can have his Aether Blade and still, you know, get all 3 of those free power-ups, which is really cool. There's also another power-up that could be useful, but it's too far outside the map, and that would be the max armor. But insta-kill on bosses. Ooh, Richtofen got really close to the smoke there. Insta-kill on bosses makes it so that the boss takes 20% extra damage, which is really cool. It's not, you know, crazy. On the specials and elites, I believe it's 5 times damage. It might not be as much anymore. I know that's what it was in Cold War. And, okay, that's phase 2. Dude, he's almost done. Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, so it, insta-kill is very useful for just that little bit of extra chip damage, right? You're doing, we'll say, 1,000 damage. You're now doing 1,200 damage. Like, that's awesome. And, like, on the guns that, like, it makes a big difference on the guns that do big damage. Like, the Maelstrom of Slugs does, like, 3,700 or 3,900 damage. So it's breaking well into the 4,000s with that. It's like 4,800 with that insta-kill, like, per shot, which is crazy. If you're up close in the close damage range, not like the medium damage range. Oh, man, that's getting really zesty. So now, since he is in between phases, he's just charging up his field upgrade, getting kills, potentially earning some money back, because he is down to 36,000. You know, he's down 10,000, I think, since the beginning, maybe a little more. Just from the ammo buys, and that's probably like 2 buys of the Krig, maybe 3 buys of the Krig. He's killed zombies, so he's probably earned a good amount of money left. Oh wait, he had to reroute. The zombies were blocking his path. wait, so he had to adjust, and he's low on ammo, so there is another ammo cache behind him. Ooh, I love that. Whenever you break his like jetpack, and he just like doesn't move for a bit, he doesn't have any more smokes. Wait, go get a smoke. Yes, right there. Good. So the zombies were blocking his path. Yeah, right here. So going behind this shack has less space than the other shack, so that's why those smokes, 2 smokes just went off the, they just went off the map. That makes a lot of sense. So he's just making his way back to home base because he got blocked from going there, like, originally because the zombie horde was over there. So he usually goes out, like, because Richtofen, after he comes in, he's going to do his little barrage thing where he's going to do the shock charges and the blast traps. And then he'll, like, you know, he'll go after you regularly. And so, like, he goes out to dodge that attack and then comes back in with the smoke. But the smoke was just blocked. Oh, he also throws Molotovs? Maybe that's in the later stages. I actually didn't realize that he throws Molotovs, too. Interesting. This is crazy. He has not taken it down. The title didn't say flawless. Oh, also, I know one thing is for the Easter egg, you do have to have melee macchiato to get the brain. So I believe he did get by melee macchiato and then just go down afterwards. So I believe it was a full Easter egg of no perks, not just the boss fight. So I think he does previously have 1 down. And if he shows the scoreboard, he showed the scoreboard like once. I'm not gonna go find it. It was for like a quarter of a second. That'd be so hard to find in all this footage. We could see he probably has 1 down if I had to guess, and that would be from the from having to buy melee macchiato and then immediately going down to lose it. Ooh, okay, so it doesn't one-shot you. Yeah, immediately get behind cover, stim, because it will 2-tap you. That's crazy. I didn't see what his health went down to, but it was low. It was red from getting hit by that single Wonder Waff. Wow. I don't know, dude. This, even after watching this and knowing the strategy, this would still take me so long to do this boss fight. Like, just the patience that he has. And, like, the muscle memory to just be able to, you know, like, pull out your XM4, swap over to the smoke grenade, reload the smoke grenade, swap back to your double swap, so you swap to your XM4 straight to your actually, if you do that, if you keep double swapping, it'll probably swap straight to your Krig, and then you single swap back from your Krig, and it'll probably already have the smoke out. It's so good that you can see the jetpack through the smoke. So he doesn't have to, like, he did it in the beginning. You saw it once or twice. He did ping Richtofen. Oh my gosh. And then, yep, because his smoke wasn't going off in time. He had used his Aether Shroud as the get out of jail free card. Especially with, oh my god, he's so low on health. He's about to finish it. Oh, that's crazy. He doesn't have another, okay, it's just a bunch of stuns. He doesn't have another Aether Shroud. Finish him, finish him, finish him. Go, 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 go. Let's go. Congratulations. Flawless on the boss fight. Let's go. That's awesome. That is crazy. This is such a run. This is such a great challenge too. Like I love like just seeing like just different things, right? Because like we see Easter eggs, speed runs all the time. And like just seeing like different community challenge like this, like no perks run or no like just other like other things that you like just restrict yourself from doing, which is really cool. That's awesome. Kudos to Perka. Again, please go support him. His link will be in the description. Please, please, please go support him. And if you guys want to see some more like community challenge reactions like this, like let me know, because there's definitely some stuff that's going around, which is really cool. There's always really, really, really cool things going around the community. So absolutely feel free. Kudos again to Perka. That is awesome. That is awesome, dude. Alrighty. And then this, yeah. Alright, so if you ever wanted help with anything zombies, I stream with viewers multiple times a week and have an active Discord community who's always helping each other out. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a thumbs up, and feel free to hype it if you're on mobile. And feel free to subscribe for more in-depth guides and entertaining content in the future.